Sridhar joins in to give us his top trading ideas and to discuss a lot of the news flow that took place over the last week. Surjit, hi, good morning and thank you for being with us. We were just hearing from Sanjeev Prasad of Kotak a while back as to how Cipla has seen a lot of positive news flow with respect to its partnership with Salix, etc., and deserves to trade at much higher levels. You have Cipla as one of your top picks. Can you take us through why you like the stock, and on a valuation parameter, after the 50% run-up it's seen year to date, is it still attractive?
First of all, the tie-up with Salix, I think, is a similar line. They have a tie-up with Lupin, and Lupin has also received, the milestone payment or upfront payment. I think these are the small achievements, nothing great as of now as far as those technologies are concerned. And I don't think the stock to be valued higher on the basis of the approval they received in Salix. Rather, I think their or management's part of initiative to give better clarity about the revenue path, till say 2018 to 20. I think this is one of the reasons why I believe stock to be valued much higher. Number one. Number two is that their model is also devoid of too much complexity in terms of L number of products. Rather, they are very focused on a product line where even if someone try to achieve something, say start from today, it will take at least 3 to 5 years time to get in over there. So basically, it's a semi-exclusivity in global market with 3 to 4 guys to be in the competition. So that is one of the big selling point of their product line. Second thing is that they are also getting into oncology product, particularly the complex oncology, where they could enhance the efficiency and they could get a limited competition between 1 to 3 guys. I think that could see visibility 2017 onwards. So currently, if you go by the value, hardly any pharma companies are valued, given the valuation parameters, valued on FY16 even. I think most of the guys are valued currently FY17. So if I have to invest in pharma companies today, I have to look for 3 to 5 years their product line of how they will be fared. I think most of the product which is going to be approved for next 2 years before patent cliff comes into picture is almost in the price.
Okay. Would you put Sun in the same category? There were some people who thought that its dip below the 800 mark was an opportunity to buy. What's your view? I mean, there's so much news in that stock, and that Halol facility doubts were used to beat down that stock a bit.
Yes, I mean 10% correction definitely the kind of fan following of that stock definitely there is a lot of interest over there, because these stocks hardly give you any kind of bad return in last 10 years. So definitely people has a strong belief in the counter, but the regulatory issues which has become so unpredictable and so perplexed is that to take any call on that is very tough. But given their track record, definitely they have a lot of positive on their side, but you don't know how tomorrow will shape up. The way USFD increasing the toughness in terms of going through all the parameters, I think there could be a possibility always for any company, including Sun.
Okay. The stock of the year clearly has been Lupin, Surjit. I mean, that stock as we speak is flat, but if you look at the performance this year, it's up almost 55%. And it has significantly expanded its presence in some of the advanced markets like USA, Europe and Japan. From here on, how much of a return do you think Lupin can give in the next, say, 1 to 2 years?
I think the Lupin USP vis-a-vis the peers is that they keep on, providing opportunity of getting better return every year. I mean, say last 3-4 years, and going forward next 2 years, definitely they have those pipeline. Including product, every year you will find where they will be the only one generics or maximum 2 guys or 3 guys, including some big drugs like niacinamide. Last year it was Tricor. Plus the smaller drugs like Trizibit, Trilipix, Treximet. I think these are the drugs they keep on producing while the other guys is struggling to get it approval on a consistent basis. I think that is the biggest USP for this company. This company is also investing in a lot of money on R&D. I believe they are a bit late vis-a-vis the peers like Dr. Reddy's or say Biocon. So I believe this Lupin valuation is justified given the kind of product lineup they have, and they will continue to do it for next 2 years. So on a normalized return perspective, Lupin definitely will give you good return, but alpha-based return perspective for next 2 years, I don't think any pharma companies could provide you this opportunity. As I said, is that most of the pharma companies are currently valued FY7, and hardly anybody had any headroom on FY16 purpose.
That's a useful caution, Surajit, but at this point in time, for the last 4 weeks at least, the markets have veered around to these safe havens. So perhaps for the moment, the market is still going to be in a pro-defensive mood. Thank you very much anyway for all that useful caution that you have raised on pharma stocks. We have to take a break. Haven't done that in a bit for quite some time now. But thereafter, the most interesting topic of our times for stock markets